At the Zurich Diamond League track meet on the 9th of September 2021, the two modern-day legends of men's 1500 metre running would face off in an extremely captivating battle, and coming off the back of a very intense Olympic campaign, nobody knew who would emerge victorious. Of course, I'm talking about the very fierce rivalry between Timothy Cheruiyot and Jakob Ingebrigtsen, who, over the past couple of years, have shocked the world with their amazing performances. This rivalry dates all the way back to the 18th of June 2017, where Jakob and Timothy competed against each other for the first time at the Diamond League track meet in Stockholm. In this race, Timothy Cheruiyot coasted round to a victory in a world lead time of 3:30.77, just under a second in front of the rest of the field, whereas Jakob, who was just 16 years old at the time, finished in 11th place in a time of 3:39.92. However, that is to be expected when competing against many of the world's best runners at such a young age. However, since then, both Cheruiyot and Ingebrigtsen have only gotten better, as they've pushed one another right to their limits, to the extent that they now place 7th and 8th all time at the 1500 metre distance. And since then, Timothy Cheruiyot has been crowned world champion at the 2019 World Track and Field Championships in Doha, and Jakob Ingebrigtsen overcome Cheruiyot for the first time at the 2020 Olympics, where he was crowned the Olympic 1500 metre champion. However, despite these amazing accomplishments, these two weren't the only big names in the field, as they lined up against the likes of Stuart McSwine and Mohamed Katir. Everybody knew this was going to be an extremely close battle, and as this was the last race of the track and field season for many people, these athletes would be giving it their all to end the season in style. As the gun blew to signal the start of the race, as expected, Stuart McSwine made his way right to the front of the field in an attempt to make this a fast and honest race, while being followed closely behind by both Jakob Ingebrigtsen and Timothy Cheruiyot. And as the pacemaker, Erik Sawinski took the race through the 400 metre mark in 55.29 seconds, the field was already beginning to look quite strung out due to the very fast pace. And over the next lap, a slight gap began to form from McSwine back to Ingebrigtsen and Cheruiyot, where an even bigger gap emerged back to the rest of the field, as Sawinski continued to hold his very quick pace, going through the second lap in 55.78 seconds. With just 600 metres left to go in this exciting race, Sawinski dropped out, leaving McSwine out in front as Timothy Cheruiyot moved past Ingebrigtsen, who was beginning to look quite tired. And as they approached the bell with just one lap to go, both Ingebrigtsen and Cheruiyot began to overtake McSwine, who just couldn't seem to keep up with his injection of pace. With just 200 metres to go in this race, Timothy Cheruiyot continued to lead the race as Jakob Ingebrigtsen was right on his shoulder, with the likes of Katir and McSwine still in contention to come away with the gold medal. And as Cheruiyot entered the last 100 metres of this race, both him and Ingebrigtsen displayed their amazing finishing kick as they detached themselves from the rest of the pack. And as Jakob Ingebrigtsen tried to go round Timothy Cheruiyot with just 50 metres to go, Cheruiyot showed unbelievable strength to accelerate once again and draw level with Jakob as they quickly approached the finish line. And in the end, Cheruiyot just managed to hold off Ingebrigtsen, who stumbled right at the finish line, showing he truly gave it everything. This resulted in Timothy Cheruiyot claiming the gold medal in an incredible time of 3:31.37, just 0.08 seconds in front of Jakob Ingebrigtsen. And coming in third was Stuart McSwine, who ran a brilliant race to clock a time of 3:32.14. I thought this race was a great indication of how close Jakob Ingebrigtsen and Timothy Cheruiyot still are, despite Jakob coming out on top in the last couple of races. In my opinion, this was the most exciting race of the Diamond League finals in Zurich, due to just how close it turned out to be. But tell me what you think. Which race did you enjoy the most? Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, it would be great if you could like the video and subscribe to the channel, which would be greatly appreciated.